Hey guys, it's Trey again. Figured since a lot of you guys asked about me showing you what it's like here in Palompon, where my $100 a month condo is, I figured I'd go ahead and show you. So here we are, and I told you I'm right next to the college and the schools, and as you can see here, this is right outside where I live, and there's lots of students, lots of people kind of doing their own thing because right here at the end of the road is, well, PIT, the college. Yeah, lots of kids usually walking around, and usually there's a lot more. This is right before lunchtime, so they're getting out a little bit there. And I figured since it wasn't overly crowded, I would go out here and show you exactly what's going on. But yeah, lots of students right here. Little places for them to grab a bite to eat for their lunch, pick up little snacks, and any little whatnots that they need. Uh, but super nice, super friendly area. Everything going on here, as you can see. Um, One of the things that probably stands out to you the most is that you see a lot of students with uniforms on. They wear uniforms to school, and depending on which uniform they are in, is it actually tells you what program they're in. As you see here, we have some maritime students that are learning how to be sailors and marine workers and those type of things. So they want to do a job out there on the ocean or in a cruise ship or in the engine room or pilot boats and things of that nature. And they go here to go to school to learn how to do those things. Um, you know, but like I said, they're out here. They're eating and getting their lunch and doing their own thing. Now, back to what I was saying, though, not all of them wear uniforms every single day, but it is pretty regular, and you see it every day, depending on what's going on at the school. So here we on. I move on out here into the main road of Palompon. Now this is where everything is at. Okay, and it's important to note that you see this stuff here. This is really it's right by the water, right beside the port. But this place can get super crowded. There's only one fast food chain, and it's Jollibee's, as you see right here. That's it. So they do get really busy. Everything else is small and little mom and pop joints or something of that nature. But you got little places here you can pick up some pastries or bread. You may have another little spot that they have like a small little hamburger stand. You got a Mr. DIY, like a hardware store. You got a couple of different choices. Yeah, that's the police. Surprised to see them, honestly. But they came out there just riding around. But there's a lot of different things that you see out here. And so, to give you a little context of why it's so busy normally, is because, you know, you're about an hour from any major town or over on this island. In some instances, maybe an hour and a half, depending on how you got to get there. It could be you may be taking a multi-cab or on a scooter or something even slower. Not many people have cars, and although you see quite a few of them here, I would venture to say that 75% of the population here is on a scooter if they have a motorized vehicle or a motorcycle. But moving on, one of the things here is that they have these little open air markets and stuff like that, and this is where you're going to find most of your deals and stuff like that. They got clothes, they got little whatnots, trinkets, things like that. But most importantly, you should know that pretty much all of them are fake knockoff brands. It is what it is. But when you come here, as you see, these are where people come do their main shopping. This is where they're going to get their eggs. They're going to get their fruits, their vegetables, things of that nature. Um, even and there is a wet market too, right around the corner. It's where you're going to get your fish, your meat, your pork, your thing. Now, and keep in mind, none of it's refrigerated. And, to me, that's a little scary. But this is normal for them. You should know that. Hey, you know what? We're 5 minutes into this. Let me tell you. If you looked at the cover page and stuff, and you get a little bored, skip to the end. Don't miss that place I showed you. It's a nice little place that I found over here in Palompon area. It's about 5 minutes from my house. Uh, Skip to the very end to like the last 3 minutes so you can see that area. Don't miss that part of the video. Um, so, anyways, back to this. As you can see, lots and lots of fruits and vegetables. But man, if you're looking over here and you're on a budget, this is where you go to get your stuff. I mean, you go to a grocery store, you got to travel to get somewhere to get something. That's where things start getting a little more pricier and things of that nature. Now, right here by Palompon, like I said, we're right by the port, and I figured I would show you. I mean, when I say you're right next to the water, you're right next to the water. So, this is where your fishermen are going to come in at, and they're going to bring in their fish, and you can see they got little boats there, and they got big boats, and um, all that other fun stuff. And that's where all the terminal where you catch a ferry to go to another island or another part of the island to do things. But those are little fishing boats right there. They go out there and they cast their nets. They do what they got to do. So, but everything is done and grown locally, and this is where they all come up and meet. And I got here early this day, so you guys didn't have to see how many people and how hard it would be to film something like that too. Because when I've walked through here before, it is so crowded. You're touching each other's elbows the whole time. You're bumping into people, and people are bumping into you. So, and when that's your main hub for at least an hour away, every person in the province, this is where they're coming to buy their goods and stuff like that. Now, this is the wet market, and I didn't go inside because honestly, I didn't want to smell it, to be honest with you. I'm right here, and I mean, right here they have dried fish. Yeah, check this out. They literally sit their fish out in the sun to dry them out. Yeah, I figured you guys would want to see that. And then they sell them, and they're right here. They're not expensive or anything, and that's one of those things. Now, this is an old Catholic church that's in the town. I thought it was really pretty, and there's also a school attached to it. Well, everybody knows that Catholics like to open schools and teach kids. And across the street and a little ways down, there's this nice little memorial park thing. It's kind of cool. I found this old cannon here. It's a real cannon. It's kind of cool, and a little memorial. Apparently, um, a boat was lost, a ship went down, and quite a few people, I think it was said something like 81, I may be wrong, people perished over here and are fought in the war. In this particular one, it's, for the ones that never came home, that they're Palompions. I don't know how to say that right. But there were people from Palompon that went off to fight and never returned, and they made this memorial to them. And off to the right is an actual basketball arena type thing. They all go there and play basketball and hold competitions. Now, right here, this is kind of interesting. If you ever heard of Kalungaman, it's a beautiful island, crystal blue waters, white sand beaches, and stuff like that. If you want to get there, you need to go to that area to find your way over and get a trip. But, you know, continuing on as I was walking down here, like I said, this is just where the little fishermen go. They park their boats, and off in the distance there, I wish I would have got closer, and I didn't. But there's houses that are built on the water. They just put stilts in the ground and build their houses. And they even got a little Palompon sign right here by the water. I thought it was kind of cool, so I figured I'd go ahead and take a little video and show you guys. So, anyways, moving on, as I'm walking around the whole place, this is their town hall, and it looks really pretty at night. It's all lit up. Well, at least it is at this time of year. Um, and stuff, and they got lots of lights and things of that nature. But that's where your mayor's going to be and all the, city hall stuff that's going on. It's kind of funny. They got a bank on each side of City Hall. So I'm going to get off here and I'm going to go ahead and let myself talk again. But this was a place I found. You should check it out. So guys, this is a thing that a place I've been, and obviously I'm here early, but it's a really cool place. It's a great place to come eat. Local food, European food, American food, all kinds of different stuff. But this is over here in the Palompon area of Leyte, and you come and you find one of these just really cool places that are here out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, isn't this cool? You just sit here and it's like, wow. It's a great place to come eat. They got good food. They got drinks. They got a full bar. Just one of the places I'd like to show you guys over here. Hi, how are you?
Yeah.